Okay, so there are some things I wanted to say before we get into the video. As far as what it's been going on, I will be splitting up the videos into parts so it will be easier to watch instead of all-in-one videos to avoid having to watch a super long video in one big burst. Due to rough events and family related stuff, I couldn't get what I want done on time due to season events that was also included. I had to drop everything to help until it was dealt with. On top of everything that went down, I want to let y'all know that I'm still around and I will be making more video content as promised. I'm deeply sorry for the long wait, but there will be more info later at the end of the video to explain everything. So it's come to my attention that a lot of new medics are getting new primary weapons from either crafting or from random drops, and misusing them and don't know if they're viable to use. This video should help you understand your primary weapons before you go out into the field. So let's take a look at some of them, shall we? This is one of the weapons that share the same damage output as the stock syringe gun, but with a twist. On hit, gains up to +3 to health. That means you get your HP back for every shot, but -2 health drain per second on wear. This may drive you away from using this gun, but the good news for you, that is actually turned off in casual mode, so there are no downsides to this weapon. This weapon is all about survivability when fleeing from your enemy that just took down your healing target. If you can master the art of knowing your surroundings while moving backwards and aiming with your syringe gun, the Blutsauger will be your best friend and make your enemies think twice before they chase you again. Trust me, it feels good when someone chases you and you're getting health back from them as they try to take you out, but fail to do so because of the Blutsauger's effect. The Overdose. It's a tricky weapon to use in terms of survivability. It has -15% damage penalty. It's actually hardly noticeable to those who care about damage, but while active, movement speed increased based on the overcharge percentage to a maximum of 20%. That means you'll become decently fast with full overcharge when this weapon is out, but won't be at the same speed as the Scout. This weapon is sometimes looked down on because of too many rely on the damage, when the role of this weapon is to use it to escape danger. Now on the damage part of this weapon is still usable even with the 15% damage penalty, as you can see me demonstrating the damage on this heavy. Don't focus on its damage because the increased movement speed is the real thing that shines on this weapon. As a medic, movement speed is your best friend when evading enemies, racing to help your allies, and to get to point A and point B when there's no scout around for you to heal off of to gain their speed. Now I'll give you guys a heads up on something that not very many people nor other medic mains know about. Check this out. If you manage to get your hands on a vaccinator, the overdose movement speed performance triples due to it having 4 Uber gauges. That means that you'll get 80% movement speed if all 4 Uber gauges are full, which will allow you to be at the same speed as the Scout. Compared to the other mediguns that only give you 20% with full Uber gauge, if you value your movement speed the most, the overdose would become your best friend. The Crusader's Crossbow. This weapon fires special bolts that heal teammates and deal damage to enemies based on the distance traveled. This weapon reloads automatically when not active. This is really good when you want to heal an ally that is out of your reach. You fire 1 bolt at a time. Each time you fire a bolt, you will reload. The only little downside this weapon has is that you can't headshot, and it has a 75% penalty on primary ammo. To be honest, that downside doesn't hurt the weapon in any way, but there's a lot more to this weapon than meets the eye. Here is a demonstration of me showing you healing done with the crossbow to give you a general idea of how much healing that it can put out. Keep your eyes on the green healing numbers or the damage counter above my health. Notice each target hit from different distance away from where I'm standing. The maximum healing that it can do is 150% from a very long shot. Now here's the damage side when using it against the enemies. The maximum amount of damage you can do from a long shot is 75%. It may not sound as much, but when it comes down to low health targets, that's a lot of damage. On the side note, when healing your teammates, a scout, medic, spy, and sniper, along with an engineer, can be healed up to max with just one shot from a long distance shot. Here is something a lot of you need to know when using the crossbow. I've seen a lot of you medics out there that can't hit your target when your target is moving around too much. Here's a game I play a lot to get better at leading and predicting my targets. This should also help you understand the art of leading and predicting. Check this out. Notice the white long dotted line that's tethered to the enemy ship. This is called a leading meter for short. In this game, this shows you 3 things you need to know when using the crossbow: the direction that they are going, the speed, and the distance. This is the same 3 key factors when using the crossbow that relies on it heavily. One more thing to note, that the weapon I'm using to destroy the ships, it is a projectile based weapon. The crossbow is also a projectile based weapon. There will be times where you have to predict and lead your shots on both the enemy and your allies without the help of a prediction meter when using the crossbow. This should give you a general idea on how to get better with the crossbow, with not only hands-on experience, but showing you how to make it work without just saying words and just telling people to get good. When it comes to using the crossbow, there is a big rule that I follow when using it. This rule should also help you as well. When it comes to those that are new using the crossbow, you have this one rule. You can only use up to 5 shots before swapping back to your medigun. This should help you limit yourself when using the crossbow and not rely on it too much. When it comes to those that are decent at using the crossbow, you can only use up to 3 shots. If you see an allied medic trying to heal an ally with his medigun, use your crossbow to heal him faster. If you see an ally crouched behind a wall calling medic but it's too dangerous for you to reach him because of the crossfire, use your crossbow. Remember, there are times where you can't reach your allies with your medigun. Due to your allies' abilities to reach other places not many can reach, the Crusader's crossbow is the one weapon that can help in that situation. One last thing to note, that it has a slight drop off when it goes too far. Aim up a little higher when it comes to far distance shots and you should be good. Well, that's all the information and the hands-on experience I can give you for knowing your primary weapons. Making this video was a blast, and thanks to those who helped me out.